You're back on the air with Eric and Robin Gagnon. We're the restaurant brokers, and now it's time for Restaurant Reality. That's the point in the show where we give you the full and unbridled truth about buying a restaurant. Eric, what's the reality of celebrity and chef and the restaurant industry and everything we've been talking about with our great guests today?
Robin, the reality of a restaurant business is that you don't become a celebrity chef overnight, and unfortunately, sometimes those in the spotlight aren't the most talented. The best way to do is to potentially produce the best quality food or products. They may simply be the best looking, the best spoken, and in some cases, just the largest personality in the room. We learned that from Erica today. She just said, hey, it's not about cooking. We don't even sample their food. We look at their team or their area of expertise, but we just look for a good fit from a human perspective for a show. It was very interesting, wasn't it?
That blew me away. Can you imagine? They cast for Hell's Kitchen and they never taste the food. So just bear that in mind. The reality of reality TV may not be just as real as you think. And I think you also have to be careful of that old adage to be careful what you wish for, because you could end up with a show that pays very little in the beginning and doesn't pay off for a very long time. So in the future, there could be huge earnings for you, but in the meantime, you may sink your business while you run after reality TV instead of staying true to your ideals and operating your own restaurant. And instant success isn't guaranteed when you win. In fact, sometimes the runner-up does a little better.
That's right. Look at American Idol, for example. That's a TV show that created stars for the moment. However, some of those stars are still sitting out there and never achieved strong success, while the runner-up, if that's a term, landed incredible careers. The same thing happened in the celebrity chef realm.
Yeah, that's a great local example. Richard Blais is probably one of the best examples. He was on season 4 of Bravo's Top Chef. And I mean, for those of you who don't remember, season 4 was a long time ago, and he didn't win. And this is despite the fact that those of us in Atlanta loved his food, loved his restaurants, and we were all crazy good fans for him. And he lost to Stephanie Azard, but that was several years ago. He hung in there, he kept promoting, he kept blogging, and his career kept progressing. He was a guest on season 5. He landed on Top Chef Masters, where he was teamed with Rick Bayless. And then what happened?
Then he came back in 2010, competed in Top Chef AllStars. And then guess what, Robin? He won the competition, earning the title of Top Chef by defeating Mike Isabella in the season finale, which aired in March of 2011.
And he kept going from there. So then he was a participant on Life After Top Chef. And now it's just routine to turn on Food Network and see Richard Blais. He's been on Iron Chef America. He keeps doing guest judge appearances. He was just on the new grocery game show. And at the same time, he has 3 restaurants locally, and he just keeps expanding.
Yeah, and as restaurant brokers, we were started in Atlanta, as you know. We've known Richard for years, and it's not only that you start your restaurant to be very successful and then you go into the celebrity chef arena. Richard was just like Walt Dufresne would talk about molecular cuisine today. Richard's always been a very quote-unquote avant-garde chef. He was always ahead of the trends. And as a result of that, a lot of people, especially in Atlanta, which is a southern city, were not quite ready for that, and he had some failures. And he learned from his failures. So Richard was not the chef that came to Atlanta and knocked it out the ballpark, on the first try. And so perseverance, he persevered. He also focused on his passion that got him to this stardom, Robin.
Yeah, so you do have to hang in there. And the reality is you won't be an overnight success in the restaurant business. You won't be an overnight celebrity chef. It's that combination of talent and great effort and understanding the cuisine and being a thought leader in your in this whole arena of the restaurant world that's going to resonate with the public. And you don't have to land on network TV to have a huge local following that are passionate about what you do. And ultimately, that passion may end up landing you in a spot where you succeed and you're also a national celebrity.
Yeah, Rob, Erica mentioned today about our show, of course, that they're casting for a show, but she mentioned something, a word several times that really resonated with me, was lifestyle. We talk a lot about that in our book. We talk about that to buyers and people. This industry is about lifestyle. It's not just about money or being a celebrity chef. It's about your life, and it is a life-changing experience to become a restaurant owner or to be a chef that is sought after by many thousands of people around your area or around the globe, for instance. And that lifestyle has to be adjusted. We talked to Chef today, Abraham, about Luckily these two restaurants are next door to each other. But you and I had a chance to meet with Kat Cora a few months back, and she's got restaurants in Asia, in America, and in Europe. I mean, it is very challenging. She said, she pretty much lives on a plane. So, from a family perspective, from a lifestyle perspective, from a drive, and how do you, I guess, instigate and prepare your staff for this kind of a delivery of your product without being there? That's a challenge that is part of a new lifestyle principle.
So if you're listening for the first time today and you've decided, okay, this is the industry for me, and I want my own TV show, how do I do it? Well, you can't be a celebrity chef and a restaurateur until you start with buying a restaurant. So let's switch gears for one quick second and talk about what everyone's interested in. What do we have for sale this week?
Well, we've got several things available. I think we start about, let's talk about starting from the bottom up. We can get into some restaurants we have several listings, Robin, under $50,000 from various states all the way from across the country that get you a fully equipped restaurant with most of the furniture, fixture, and equipment in the space for under $50,000, where if you built one from scratch, Robin, it would cost you probably very easily in excess of $150,000 to $175,000 and upwards, depending in your local market.
And lifestyle. A lot of people approach us for a lifestyle move because they want to come out of the Northeast, where they've faced high property taxes, they have faced high insurance rates. There are many things that affect their lifestyle, and they're like, I want to go to the South. And one very great opportunity for them is in the North Georgia area. We have several listings in North Georgia. We have a listing that's a great restaurant space. It's fully equipped. You can take it over, turn the key, and start for as low as $15,000. We have a sports bar slash pizzeria in the North Georgia mountains that's around $150,000. And essentially you get a few months off because they're highly busy during certain peak tourist times and then much slower other parts of the year, which is great. And then we also have a restaurant in that area that is producing six figures that has been pre-approved for SBA lending and is $295,000 or $300,000. So lots of choices based on where you want to live and the lifestyle you want to go after when you visit our website, which is WeSellRestaurants.com.
And one more thing, if you want to be a celebrity, this term is relative. You can be a big celebrity in a small market, which is a lot easier to achieve, but you're still going to get the financial rewards and the recognition that you get from your local community. So don't shy away. Everybody wants to be in Atlanta, New York, LA, Dallas, and various towns. There's a lot of small towns, Marion, North Carolina, Macon, Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia, you talk about Ocala, Florida. They are starving for great food, great chef, great passionate people, and they are dying to support one of you. So do not shy away from these markets, which are less expensive to get in and a much better lifestyle for your family. So do not hesitate to check our website, WeSellRestaurants.com, and look for these types of listings that could be great in what we call, underserved markets.
Well, we're just about out of time. We want to take a quick second and thank one of our sponsors, which is GeorgiaRestaurantLaw.com. You can schedule a free in-office consultation with Georgia's restaurant attorney and receive access to dozens of flat-fee legal services you need for your food and beverage business. That's GeorgiaRestaurantLaw.com. And remember, you can always find us online at WeSellRestaurants.com. Take a moment, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. That handle is Sell Restaurants. We are the Restaurant Brokers, your industry authority and source for information. Eric and Robin Gagnon.